to Wealth Guru. So here I'm back again with another exciting video on Alchem Laboratories today. And as you know, I give stock recommendations almost every day and actually do a fundamental and technical analysis on all the stocks to let you know whether it's worth your time and investment on these stocks. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notification and every time I post a video. So without making any further delay, let's go into straight to Alchem Laboratories. So this stock has been recommended by 5paisa. So 5paisa has recommended this stock in a range of 3,215 to 3,260 for a target price of close to 3,520, which is almost 9% off from here. So what is this stock technically indicate? Right now on June 14, the stock broke out from a cup and handle pattern. As you can see, it broke out from a cup and handle pattern on the daily chart with above average volume, and the RSI and MACD indicators also suggest positive strength on this counter. So you can buy this stock for a target price of 3,520 as per the stock recommendation from 5paisa as of today. But we are not going to just blindly follow that. We are going to do a deep dive into the stock to find out whether it's really worth investment at the current valuation, at the current price point, and at the current price where the market is. So let's go into the details. So here is the details of the stock. So as you can see, the stock has a market cap of close to 38,000 crores. The trailing P for the last 12 months has been 24.3. The price to book is almost 6.1. The operating profit margin is 13.3% and dividend yield is 0.9%. And the operating revenue in the last quarter was 2,192 crores, and net profit was 239 crores in the last quarter. So here you can see that. So and this stock, if you look at the stock has moved from levels of 2,200 to levels of almost 3,200 in last 1 year. There has been ups and downs, but right now it has moved up from the bottom of almost 2,500 it had in March. So let's see the historical analysis of the stock. So as you can see, this is the lifetime view of this stock, and as you see, it was almost in the range of 1,500 almost way back in 2016, and almost doubled right now in the last 4 to 5 years. And if you look at the dividend history, they have been consistently paying dividends here. As you can see, almost every day or maybe twice every year they have been paying dividends, right? So this is a good dividend paying company as well. And if I go into the SWOT analysis now, let's do a deep dive into SWOT analysis. So here are on the SWOT analysis point of view, it has 11 strengths, 6 weaknesses, 4 opportunities and 1 threat. If you look at the current strength of the company has high trailing 12-month period of EPS growth. That's effectively utilizing the shareholding fund. The return on equity is good since the last 2 years. They're also effectively managing their generating profits. The ROE is also improving for last 2 years. There's growth in quarterly net profit with increasing profit margin year on year. Company has low debt, as you can see here, and the annual net profit improving for last 2 years. Book value per share has been improving for last 2 years. Company has zero promoter plays. FII and FPI is also increasing shareholding on the stock, and the company is right now at almost 52-week high. So all these indicate perfect strength for these companies. Now let's see what are the weaknesses are. So if you look at the weaknesses, the promoter's holding has decreased by more than 2% quarter on quarter. That's the weakness. The decline in net profit with falling profit margin quarter on quarter, and there's declining revenue every quarter for the past 2 quarters. The declining profit every quarter for the last 2 quarters also. So both the revenue and profit have been declining for the last 2 quarters on these 2 points. The promoters are decreasing their shareholding, so we'll show you what the current shareholding looks like, but the promoters has been reducing their stake on the stock. The declining net cash flow, company is not able to generate huge cash. If you look at the opportunities, in terms of opportunities, there's big deal buys last month greater than 1% of total shares that has happened. There's RSI indicating price strength. There's high volume and high gain also happening. Those are the opportunities. What are the threats? There's also one thread, degrowth in the revenue, profit, and operating profit margin in the recent results quarter on quarter. I just said earlier, that is the threat to the company. Now let's look at the shareholding pattern to see where exactly the uh, shares are being held by different stakeholders. So this is how the shareholding pattern looks like. The promoters have a bulk of the share. The mutual funds, FIIs and others have pretty much close to 10% share, and public has almost 20 to 30% of the share. And there's been said there's been decreasing like shareholding from the mutual fund point of view. The mutual funds have been reducing their stake for last few months, last few quarters. FII holding has been pretty much constant, and promoters holding has reduced a bit. So as you can see, it has reduced a bit on the stock. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So my recommendation on this stock is to probably avoid at this point of time. The market is right now at pretty high point, and almost all the pharma companies has almost doubled or tripled in the last 1 year. But if you want to really invest in a pharma company, instead invest in Lupin or Sun Pharma, because they have good businesses and they are also going to go up from still this point of time. They can go up from the current levels. Lupin can go up from this current price of 1100 to 1700 or 1800. Same with Sun Pharma, which can go from 650 to levels of 1000. So invest on those companies if you want to be in pharma sector. But if you really want to buy the stock, even if 5% is recommended, maybe it's a very really short-term opportunity. Just buy it, just stay for say for 4 5 days. If it moves up, sell and move out. And but if it like hits the stop loss, just sell the stock and get out of the stock. Alright, so that's pretty much it for today. Hope you like this video. If yes, give it a thumbs up, and if you really like the channel, please subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications every time I post a video. Thanks a lot for watching.